This is your rates of dissolving lab. The instructions are all written out here and they are numbered. So I'm going to go through them. First, you watch this video to its completion. Then you're going to start the lab. Now, the lab, your assignment is going to look slightly different to what you see here. This document and this one over here are going to appear on the right over here with your name because I've made a copy for each one of you. So you'll get them over there. So first things first, I'd like you to open this document, the rates of dissolving solution, and this drawing, okay? You'll be using both of them to answer your questions, okay? And we will come to it in a moment, okay? So the point of this lesson is to create a graph that compares the rate at which solutes dissolve in different temperature water and draw conclusions based on your results. Collect multiple data sets to make your measurement more accurate. So those are the objectives, and that's what we're going to try and do today. So first things first, you need to know what this experiment is about or this lab is about. So if you go here, because we can't meet in person, I had to do the experiment for you, and I recorded the videos over here. So what happened was I took a tablespoon of sugar and I dissolved it in water following the same procedure for different temperatures of water. So I dissolved the same amount of sugar in cold water, in room temperature water, in warm water, and in hot water. And then I did it 2 times for each one, okay? So what you boys need to do is you need to get some way of timing. You need to click on these videos and watch each one and time it. And you need to record the time over here in trial 1 for the first video for cold water, and then trial 2, the second video for cold water. Then you need to work out the average of those 2 times and put it there, okay? So what we're doing here is we're checking, does the temperature of water affect how quickly something dissolves in water? And that's what we're going to try and deduce, because that's us drawing a conclusion based on the results. So once you get your results, we're going to work towards figuring out if that's true. Now, what you've got to do, so let's go back to the instructions. So you're going to watch the videos over here, go through each one, time them, put the time over here, work out the average. So that's step number 2. Then complete the graph template. I gave you a Google Drawings. Remember to check the rubric to make sure you have all the necessary details. So first off, this is the graph rubric. What I would like you boys to do is, you can see I've given you a template to work with. I haven't given you all the information. You've got to know how to fill in a graph. So what you're going to do is you're going to say, let's say cold water over here, and you're going to create a bar graph going up to, let's say, there. Okay, and let's make it look nice, fill it with red, and that's our first bar graph. But this bar graph doesn't tell us all the information we need. I'm not going to tell you all that information because I've already written it down. We go back to this document, and over here is a rubric that I give you to check your work, okay? And this is the type of rubric I'm going to mark you on. So you've got to make sure your lines are straight, that the labels are legible, meaning I can read them, which is quite easy when they're typed. Just make sure the font is big enough. The whole graph is titled. Well, that means it has a title, and the data is accurate. It's based on what you measured, and it shows exactly what it is. The axis is labeled, the units are marked correctly, units equals, so all of this stuff needs to go in here. And you can see I've left blank spaces all over here for you to put in whatever goes there. Okay, you should be able to figure that out. If you can't figure it out, I'm in the Google Meet. All right, that's number 3. You complete the graph, and the graph is based on the information you collected at step 2. Then you go into step 4, answer the observations and deduction questions at the bottom of the 004 rates of dissolving solutes online lab. So we go here, and there, observation and deductions. Now you're going to use the information you collected here and put into a graph to start answering some questions about what you learned, okay? So you're going to fill those in. All right, so that's the step 4. We go back to our assignment. Now, step 5, call your partner. You will find out who that is on the lab partner doc. Now, the lab partner doc is going to be blank. So what you need to do is you need to come to the Google Meet and you need to say, sir, I'm done. I need a lab partner. And what I will do is I will pair you up with somebody else and I will put it on the Google Doc. Okay, but I'll only do that once you come and tell me you are done. And then what you and your partner are going to do is you're going to mark your partner's answers and observation and deduction questions. So you're going to answer the questions, and the memo's here. So the answers to the questions are there. So you can basically go on your partner or your friend's doc, and you're going to say 1 mark, 2 marks, 3 marks, depending on how many marks they got. And when you're done and you've marked both their answers and their graph, Now remember, to mark their graph, you go to this document here and you look at their doc and you go, oh, they got a 2, or they got a 1, or they got a whatever, okay, and you put them there. And once you're done with that, boys, the last thing you need to do is you click on this. It's a Google form. You're going to fill it out. You're going to tell me what your score is. You got 5 out of 5 for the questions, and out of 16 for your graph. So the total is 21. You tell me what yours mark was, and then you're going to look what mistakes did you make, and what will you do next time to not make those mistakes, so that in the assessment you do better. You hit submit, and the last thing you do on this assignment is you submit the assignment to me. Okay, I need the assignment submitted so I know who's done. Once you have done that, then I will give you your marks. Okay, because this isn't assessed, but it is completion based. I need you to complete it for your marks. All right. Fantastic, boys. Let me know if you have any questions. Cheers.